I'm gonna be very honest with you. I have no idea what to do.
I respect you. You're an adult. You're gonna make your own decisions, but like, you should probably send him packing ASAP, girl. Like, get him out.
And that is exactly what Astra was trying to do. She was not just judging Debby's relationship from the outside. She was looking at the things happening and questioning if Mido was truly giving Debby the love and commitment she deserves. The problem with relationships is that when you really care about someone, you sometimes focus on the good moments and ignore the things that are worrying you. You start hoping things will change. You start explaining things away. But love also requires honesty. Debby seems like she wants to believe in the relationship and the future she imagined with Mido. She wants to believe that everything they have been through is leading somewhere good. But Astra is looking at it differently. Astra wants Debby to protect herself and make sure she is not holding on to something just because she wants it to work. There's a difference between fighting for a relationship and fighting alone. Both people have to show effort. Both people have to prove they want the same future. That's why Mido's intentions became such a big conversation. When someone is entering a relationship that involves major life changes, trust becomes even more important. You have to know the person wants you, not just the opportunities connected to being with you. Because nobody wants to feel like they are only a step toward someone else's goal. Debby needs reassurance that Mido truly values her as a person, not what the relationship can bring, not what opportunities might happen. Her. That's the foundation of a healthy relationship. The difficult part is that Debby has feelings involved, and when feelings are strong, it is hard to separate what your heart wants from what the situation is showing you. Sometimes people around you notice things because they are not emotionally attached the same way. That doesn't mean they are always right, but it does mean their concerns are worth listening to. Astra knows Debby, and she wants her to be happy, but happiness cannot come from ignoring problems. It has to come from facing them and making sure the relationship is truly strong. On 90 Day Fiance, this happens often because couples are dealing with love, distance, different cultures, and big decisions in a short amount of time. Everything becomes more intense, and sometimes people rush forward because they have already invested so much. But time invested does not mean you should ignore concerns. The real question is whether Debby and Mido are truly on the same page. Do they want the same future? Are they both putting in the same effort? Are they both making sacrifices? Those questions matter, because marriage is not only about loving someone, it is about partnership. It is about respect. It is about choosing each other every day. If one person feels like they are constantly proving the relationship, while the other person is not showing the same energy, eventually that creates problems. Debby also has to remember her own value. Wanting love is normal. Wanting companionship is normal. But you should never have to convince someone to appreciate you. The right person should make you feel chosen. Astra's conversation with Debby was important because sometimes a friend's concern can be the reality check someone needs. Not because they want the relationship to fail, but because they want you to think clearly. The hardest thing about love is knowing when to fight harder and when to admit something is not working. Only Debby can decide what is right for her, but she has to make that decision based on reality, not only hope. Mido also has the responsibility to show through actions that he is serious. Words are easy, promises are easy, but consistency shows the truth. If he truly wants a future with Debby, he has to make her feel secure, because trust is built through actions. At the end of the day, Astra's conversation with Debby was about protection. She wanted Debby to slow down, think carefully, and make sure she was choosing someone who was choosing her too. Now the question is whether Debby will listen to the concerns around her or continue believing that her relationship with Mido can work. Because on 90 Day Fiance, love can bring people together, but the truth is what decides if they stay together.